See, you shouldn't. Hi guys, this is Tamara, your favorite spy, coming to you with a somewhat late edition for this week's Wacky Water Marble Wednesdays, mainly because I forgot it was Wednesday. Days are kind of running together here. But today is water marble design tutorial. This is the design that I did. Okay, I don't know if you can see that. Okay, and there's the thumb, and that's a hologram top coat. Sorry, I couldn't call the word there. That I found that I put over top of it. This is the other hand. Let's show you some. And I left my thumb blank for you to do it. This is the hologram top coat. I was kind of disappointed because in the bottle you can see it looks like it presents itself as being a linear hologram in the bottle because it gives you that full I don't know if it's coming through on camera, but it gives you that full hologram, but it's actually just a scattered hologram, which, you know, it's nice enough in itself. Wasn't that expensive, so, you know, I'm not too terribly upset, but I will look for an actual hologram top coat. But it's pretty. I thought I'd just show it to you. Okay, today's design was one of the ones that I had done previously, and I wanted something bright on my nails, and this is just to give you guys an example. This was one of the ones that I had done previously, so this was my inspiration, I guess, so to speak. The colors are somewhat different because I was too lazy to go back and look at my own video to figure out what colors I actually used. For this week's installation, it's more, I guess, tips to get a nice water marble on a short manicure. As you can see, I don't have much in the way of tip, showing on my natural nails, but yet I'm still able to get a lot of design effect on the nails. And one of the tips to that is not doing you don't have to do a super huge bullseye. And then the other thing is that I did all of these fingers with the exception of this thumb, and I only dipped 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, well, 5 times because I dipped my thumb by itself on my other hand, but I was able to do 2 fingers at a time. So I wasn't, that's a way to not have to waste polish, is doing 2 fingers at a time. The other thing that I found as far as working with, and you see how much detail I got on that thumb? Let me see if I can get it in there. See how much detail I got on that thumb? And how much color I got on that thumb? I'm really hoping it's coming through for you. That's due to doing a small bullseye. You don't need your bullseye spread way out. You don't need a large bowl. If you have too large of a bowl, your polish is going to spread too far. I know some people talk about polishes not spreading far enough, but if you have too big of a dish, then the polish is going to spread too far, and you're not going to be able to anchor it, and you're not going to really be able to pull the design that you really want to. So I find that this, and I believe this is just a votive candle holder. I got this from the craft store. It was $1. It's big enough for me to, obviously do singles, doubles. I can even do triples very comfortably. And if I turn the glass on its diagonal, so it's at its widest point, I can even, if I wanted to, do 4 fingers at a time. So this is like the perfect size. The other thing is, if you have a polish that won't spread, which this one, I don't know what it is with this color, but this color does not like to spread in the water when it's used as a first color, like the first drop. And it has messed up time and time and time and time again with other things that I've tried. This is Pink Forever by Sinful Colors. But I find that if you put it second or third in the lineup of colors, that it will do better. It still dries very quickly, but using it further down in the lineup, I find that I'm able to work with it better, obviously, as you can see. So that's what I did for this. Another tip is using more muted colors. I did something bold is because I'm really pushing my nail art parties, and I'm doing a wedding this weekend, and a face painting and body art at a wedding this weekend, and I really wanted something wild on my nails that the people would notice while I was doing the face and body art, and that would drive them to ask me, oh, who does your nails, or where did you get your nails done? Segue into, would you like to book a nail art party? So that was the reason why I chose something bold, something very visual, because that's what I was going for. But anyway, more muted, not muted, but softer colors. You can just do, ring and thumb if you don't want to do the whole hand like I showed you in the other one, or like I did was the ring and the index. But yeah, you don't have to have long nails, super long nails, to enjoy the benefit of this nail art. And so that was part of the series of doing this, on short manicures, to show you that you can rock the styles just as well. The really crazy patterns I probably would not do on all 10 fingers, like I said, with the exception of this. I'd probably just do the accent fingers and then something a little more toned down on the other fingers. But anyhow, let's get on to the tutorial part, so you guys can see. So the colors that I'm using is China Glaze Golden Opportunity, Sinful Colors Pink Forever, Wet n Wild Mega Last Leaning Green, and Petites Color Fever in Creme Blue. So those are the colors that I'm using, and here we go. Oh, and the other thing I don't know if I mentioned was with the size of the bowl, I didn't do a whole lot of rings either. Even with dipping more than one finger at a time, I only did 2 rounds of each color and was able to achieve the look that I wanted. Whoops. Dropped a little bit of that on the bottle. Okay, you see how that bullseye is not really spreading out, which is good, because having a smaller bullseye, and again, like I said, I just went 2 rounds, and now I'm going to take my orange stick. Oh, this is my Seche top coat, which I'm going to do on top of the hologram. I don't know why that word keeps escaping me. All right, so let's just anchor this, and you'll even see that it may tend to move around a bit, but that's okay. But having the small bullseye allows you to really keep the colors together. You see how that just wants to move, and that's partly in part to the Pink Forever. We're just going to keep working with that, because again, it's only my thumb. I'm only dipping to one finger, so I really don't have to get one part of the design really good. Okay, so even with all that moving around, which normally doesn't happen to me, but I think again because of the Pink Forever. So now I'm going to lift the camera up a little bit so you can see the bullseye. Okay, so that's that. And maybe I can turn the glass around so you can see it a little better. And I'm going to be dipping my finger in like right in here to get a really good load of colors. And I'm not using any tape. I didn't use tape. I just went ahead and just cleaned it up as I went along. And so here we go. I'm trying to do this. I'm hoping you can see this. I hope my hand is not in the way. Let me turn this a little bit more. Okay. And we just clean up the excess. Make sure you clean up your water good. And then turn my finger over and slowly pull it out of the water. And bam. You see all that color I got on there? All that detail? That's what smaller rings will do for you. Smaller bullseyes, rather. So, try using, if you're having difficulty, I'm just taking a Q-tip, not a Q-tip, but a toothpick to clean up inside my cuticles before the polish dries. And then I will get the rest off with polish remover. But I can scrape a lot of it off with the toothpick. And the cleanup's not bad at all, because once you've cleaned up inside the cuticle, the rest of it comes off really, really easy. So I'm just going to wet this and just go to town. And just go to town and just, clean that off. Just go to town. I'm sorry if I go out of focus a little bit, but I'm trying to do this and not do what I just did, which was mess it up. Trying to stay in the camera. That's alright. Quick touch up, nobody will know the difference. Quick touch up of the two colors, the green and the blue, and it'll be like it never happened. Okay, so first I'm going to go in and just touch up. Make sure you have very little polish on your brush. Okay, and then I'm going to go and touch it with the green. Just very lightly, just dab the green on there. And then lastly, just a little touch up with the pink on the very outskirts. And then just a little bit more blue on that. And yeah, like I said, you just barely want to have any polish on your brush. And then just again clean up around the cuticle. And the repair is done. And I'll show that to you in just a second. Okay, so we got that done. We touched that up. Alright, but you can see all of that nice color on there. We did our touch up, which you'll barely be able to notice once we put the top coat on. But that's pretty much it. So that's my tips for this week. Have fun water marbling, experiment with your colors. Again, the inspiration for this design came from this, in comparison. Like I said, my colors are slightly different. These were a little more, I guess, muted, if you will, but still in the same color family. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and put on my Northern Nights. And actually, I'm going to shake that up and put that on. But I'm not going to prolong the video anymore, but you can just take one last look at the fingers that have already been done. I got to, touch up here and there cleaning up, but that's pretty much the manicure. Let me move the camera so you can get a better see. And that's pretty much the manicure. Okay. And then this is the finger that I just dipped. You see all that beautiful color. And then this is the other hand. Again, all that beautiful, beautiful color with that hologram. Again, you can see all the detail that I was able to get by doing a small bullseye. Alrighty, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next installation of Wacky Water Wednesdays. Take care, everybody. Bye.